in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Bringing the heat. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban Field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Caught behind the line. It's Jefferson. Racing to the right. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, then love to get a drive going here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. In football, you hear the term quick, but don't quit. And you can tell when you run these RPOs and QBs, will make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too.
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll start this drive firing. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Makes the grab. It's Goff. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. He's got him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
But that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to...
There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Absolutely perfect. Crimson Tide had to settle for the field goal.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. but you trust your kicker. He does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That's caught. It's stopped. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Goff. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Give to the back. He's past the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Completes it in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Grab behind the line. It's gone. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Goff. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll get him down. Solid return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion. Moving the chains easily. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Huff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
A strike downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing with that last throw.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Scott. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Might be changing the route. Shotgun snap on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes the catch. It's Edwards. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw in the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Grab near the marker. It's Jefferson. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.